Will Forte came forward and he was talking about, again, Acme versus Coyote. Coyote versus Acme. I want to see this movie. They spent all that time on it. John Cena was going to be it. Will Forte was going to be in it. It was about Coyote actually suing Acme over all their freaking bombs not working and shit. They pulled it after a year. And it sounds fucking fantastic, Jordan. And Will Forte said he saw the movie. He said, my thoughts are that this is fucking bullshit. That's what he said. He said he brought me on a movie web. He was very vocal about it. He said it was so delightful movie. It deserved so much better than we got. I don't know why. Impossible decision was to not release it, and it makes his blood boil. And then they were talking about this at the funeral screening for the whole movie. He was talking about this, and I really wanted to see this movie because it just sounded fucking fantastic. And he said, "Thank you for asking the person that actually brought it up." He said, we loved it. We wanted to come out. I don't know why people forget if something's good, release it. And he said that I really wanted to see it come out. And I want to see it, Mom. But he's saying it's fucking bullshit, which is a big thing because, like, that could fuck his whole career up. It really could. I think a lot of people don't stand up against the studio when they don't release stuff. Look at the Batgirl thing. They had finished that movie. And I actually heard about Batgirl that it was done. Like, I heard that it was done. Like, they were saying, the special effects aren't done. We got to finish that. But I actually heard some recently where people were talking about how they watched it and they said it was pretty much done. Zaslav just can't. Well, that's the thing about Zaslav. Like, when he bought WB and he got the rights to everything, he just started canceling everything. And there was a lot of things
taking right on forward. The bottom line to make money, man.
That's what it is, Jordan. Well, that's yes, and that makes sense in a lot of ways. But like, when you have a movie that's finished like this, though, like, why would you not just release it? Release the Kraken, Jordan.
If you look at same thing as Batgirl, what I understand is the insurance they take out on a movie. If they totally don't release it and take the insurance money, they would stand to make more from that than the movie getting released.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's called insurance.
Yeah. Well, what they got for it, Jordan, is not even the full amount of money they paid for it, though.
Insurance money. From my understanding, how shit works, if they take the insurance money, that movie can never be released.
Oh, it can't. No.
Yeah, no, it can't. Yeah.
No. Once you do that, it's done. It's not ever coming out. You know, that's it. And so, like, you can't just sell it.
Batgirl probably could have made money. But I think
more than Smurfette.
Oh yes, I think so.
A dollar or two, Angela, but only that.
Yeah, when you're looking at Acme, you're looking at Wile E. Coyote. There's a lot of kids nowadays that don't even know what Looney Tunes are. That's a niche thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it would have. It might have been a good movie, but I think they looked at it like, this isn't going to make any money. We're upside down on this.
Yeah,
I think
it might have made a gazillion dollars.
No, GR, there's no way. You think so?
What?
Yeah, I really do. I think it's one of those, as Jordan said, a niche movie. But it was so good when I saw it.
Oh, the trailer.
Was good. It would have made a ton of money, and kids would have loved it.
The trailer came out. It was good. But I mean, I love the idea of it. And the idea of like Kim suing Acme is kind of fucking hilarious, GR. You know, after all the years. Like, you grew up with like Wile E. Coyote, right? Can you imagine him suing Acme because there's shit?
I loved Wile E. He was the big-time loser of all time. And it was so funny because... Meep.
Can you imagine him suing them like...
It's high... It has to be on a high pitch. Meep.
Can you imagine him like suing them, being like, "Fuck, your bombs don't work well enough, though." Like, what the hell, you know?
That's why he was suing Acme.
I mean, but they never done before.
You youngsters have to learn the show. You know, I'm sorry.
That's why we have you here, GR, so you can bring that knowledge. You know?
That youth deprivation shit helps a lot.
It does. Round of applause for that.
WB wasn't in dire straits. When Zaslav came in, they would have released this movie. But I think what happened was Zaslav got the job because he promised the suits that he promised the suits a quick fix. He's like, I'm going to give you a quick fix how to save some money. And the only way to do that is cancel projects, cut this out, because if you remember, their big plan when Zaslav came in, they were dumping everything on HBO Max.
Everything,
No
man.
money. Making no money.
No, and the thing is that they thought that they would be able to like save a bunch of money by not releasing this, and they got like I think so. The movie cost, remember right? It was like $90 million or $80 million, and they got like a $60 million tax write off. So they almost made their money back. They didn't get the full amount back, but I think they did. They thought it was going to bomb worse than that. And there were other studios like Netflix wanted to buy it, and there was like Amazon was looking at it at one point. To me personally, I'm like, I think I would just rather sell it off. To me personally, let the movie like live out there, let the people that did the work on it actually like enjoy it too. But I mean, maybe we're at that point where WB and like Wile E. Coyote does not matter anymore. Maybe that's what it is.
Looking for a quick buck, man. They're just looking for that quick dollar.
Angela, are you surprised that he came forward and said all this?
I mean, no. Like, well, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, if you're going to axe it versus what, Acme, saying the studio, I mean, they're prioritizing tax write-offs over quality films. I mean, not surprised. That's what studios do. Like, what's in their benefit, I guess. I mean, obviously there's some stupid decisions that get made, I mean, along the way, like certain movies we've seen. They're like, why did you make that? Why are we
any world where this would have done well, though, Angela?
What?
Think there's any world this would have done well, though?
What? The
Acme versus Coyote. Yeah, Coyote versus Acme. Think it would have done well in theaters? Or maybe another studio could have made money with it? Or do you think they just jumped to the conclusion because that's what they had for a tax write-off?
Jump to a conclusion. I mean, it is niche, right? I mean, the Looney Tunes, like, I don't know. It's like they're like kind of legendary, I think, in their own way. Well, they are legendary. It's not in their own way. They are. But I think that they jump to conclusions. I don't know I mean, usually everything's based on like they're doing some kind of data. They're they're getting information somewhere that is telling them that this would either be a go or a no.
Well, I think it has a lot to do. Like, this movie was supposed to be released right after the pandemic. Movies still weren't doing fucking good.
No.
Cartoon movies were doing terrible in theaters. Kids' movies, if it ain't a blockbuster event, movies have not bounced back. And I think they realize.
No, I mean, after, I mean, it's basically, I mean, it's like the takeaway from it is like, they're saying kind of like who needs Acme products when the WB is self-destructing for free. I don't know. That's what I think.
But that's my take on it. They looked at it and they said, okay, we can either dump this for free so kids can watch it, because they said kids weren't going out to the theater to see this movie.
No.
I hate to say it. My kids
I think it would have done well. I think it would have done well. And I think that Will Forte said it was a good movie. It's like, why not fucking just put it out there at that point? You think it would have made less than $60 million? You think it would have made less than $60 million?
I just got one point. This is going to make my point.
John Cena.
Transformers 1 was a great movie.
Yeah.
Transformers 1 had great critical and audience response.
It did.
It bombed.
Yeah.
Kids' movies don't make money anymore.
Jordan, that's a very valid point, because you're right.
Wait for because the problem is, people, if they have more than one kid, you're looking at $100 to go to the theater. Or you wait till it comes on streaming, and the kid can go to the bathroom breaks, the kid can, take a break.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That thirsty moment that GR gets all the time, too. You can have that. That's simple.
Look, I get so many thirsty moments, but I would have gone to see this.
Were you gone, GR?
Hell yes. I think it was totally cool.
Yeah. I would have loved to see it.
I don't want to see your belly. Okay, keep the camera up.
I can't hear Jordan now. He might. Oh, there he is. I gotta say this. Leave him alone, man. He's having a good time. I would say this though. I think
my drink.
I think that overall, I think that whatever they do with this, I love that Will Forte came forward and said this because I think a lot of actors wouldn't do that. But I think that will it affect his career moving forward? Do you think at all, Angela?
Will's?
Yeah, by saying something like that, it's pretty. I mean,
anytime you're, an individual that's standing up against a corporation of what their decision making is. I mean, you're always putting yourself on the line a little bit, but he's at least doing it with conviction, right? And he's like conviction.
Conviction.
That's like, yeah. I mean, he's standing up for what
that's
he
some
thinks
True Blood
is right,
shit right there.
I mean, I guess it's like that's his opinion and his choice and his freedom to do that. So, I mean, go for it.
I loved it. I loved it.
I think it's like sometimes you just got to call people out or call it out like it is, and how you see it, not really like it is, because that's subjective. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's fucking fun.
Yeah,
I'm happy you did that. I'm like, fuck yeah, somebody's actually standing up there. It's a machine, and people in the chat too. It's like Zaslav just started canceling everything, which he did, and and the idea, and I heard it for a long time that Zaslav had the idea of he wanted to cancel a bunch of shit, make money, and then sell it off. So we'll have to see if that actually happens. And now that whole lawsuit, Jordan, with Superman, that's all up in the air still to this day about Zaslav, will he let it actually come out due to the fucking lawsuit? Which should be a massive problem for WB. They already spent a bunch of money on that too. And it's do you think there's any world, Jordan, before we move on, do you think there's any world that you would actually scrap that? I don't think so.
No, they're going to cut a deal or something to get it released, but there's too much riding on Superman to not release it. I mean, you're riding your
another dud in the making.
GR, you're supposed to say blank. That's your thing, right? Blank?
Well, dud, blank, what's the difference?
I'm going to tell you right now, if this DC universe fails, if James Gunn fails, WB's going to be looking to dump DC somewhere else.
Oh, it might be the best thing for fucking fans.
I totally agree, Jordan.
It might actually be the best thing for fans.
And I want...
And when it happens, I will hear apologies DC from everyone.
Marvel.
Dude, that was a whole thing we talked about about 6 months ago or 8 months ago.
Comic books. Did you ever read the comics when you were young, Brian, where they merged the two universes?
I never read them. I wish I did. I hear they're great.
There was a universe. I can't remember the name of the universe now, but it was a set of comics where some big event happened every time, and
was it Battle World?
Merged. So you had
Battle World.
No, you had a Wolverine mixed with something from DC. You had Batman mixed with Captain America or whatever. I mean.
I love that shit, man. I'm all about that. I want to see all of it. I want it now. It's my money and I want it now. That's what I want.
Wine.
GR, it's my money.
Thank you, Queen. The Elmogram universe. Thank you.
There we go. Queen's got that shit. Queen, with the fucking assist. Round of applause for Queen.
That's why I love Queen.
Yeah, Queen's making it happen. Peppy, you like that?
Love it.
Yeah, you do. Thank you for that, Queen. I would love to see that shit, and then that'd be great. And then involved with James Gunn and with him being involved with Guardians and all that he would actually be involved with it too. They would actually have that opportunity to cross promote that. But I just don't know if it'll ever happen. I hope it does. But if Marvel can buy that shit from WB, I feel like the person that would sell it would be Zaslav. I feel like he would. How much you gonna pay me? Oh fuck, that's gonna balance our books. Let's get rid of that shit. They're bombing anyways. Why not?
Oh shit.
Well, we'll see. But anyways, Peppy, you think that can work out?
Snip, snip. I don't know, man. This smells pretty funky to me.
I get it, man.
It's
I get it.
Funky. I can't handle it.
But we'll see what happens, everybody, with this WB thing. We know that this is gone. We know that Coyote vs. Acme is gone. I wish it wasn't, but it is gone. We'll never see it. Maybe one day it'll be out there in a torrent website and people can watch it somehow. Or maybe eventually they'll have some kind of special streaming for free because they can't charge for it ever again. So maybe they'll eventually release it somehow for free, and that'd be fantastic. Maybe it'll go on Tubi for free one day. Let's go on Tubi. You can watch it for free.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.